Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on MicroVision. I've made a couple MicroVision videos here in the last couple weeks. It's been kind of a hot topic, the run-up and then the correction, sell-off, whatever you want to call it. Again, this is MicroVision. Ticker is MVIS. As you can see, I have it here on Robinhood. Currently 4 shares. I do have more in a different brokerage. With a lot lower cost basis than this one. I got into this one kind of late, but I was hoping for more of a run-up and didn't sell it, held it, and continue to hold it, and just waiting for it to see how much lower it's going to go, and then might dollar cost average into it. So, but I have 4 shares here at 2053. You can kind of see what it's done here over the last month. Back on 420, could have got into it for 1016, then it had kind of a nice run up within the week to 2638, came down at 2030, had another run up 2477, and then earnings and everything came out, and then it's just continued to go down. So we'll see where it finds some support here at the bottom. It looks like it's bouncing off the line here at 14, so we'll see. Looks like it started at 1396 at the open. If you don't know what this one is, it's a LIDAR company with a Pico P 3D perspective. LIDAR, been around since 1993. 99 million shares on the average, and a $2.18 billion market cap. The ratings, I thought it had ratings here. Maybe it doesn't. It's on another screen. I'm sorry. So here's a look at the earnings. They did not hit earnings, had a big loss and then a big sell-off. So we'll see what happens with the stock. But MicroVision options traders are betting on a big rebound. This is just dated on the 4th. So there's a lot of people looking at options. MicroVision rebounded over 13% by Tuesday afternoon following a 5-day sell-off where the stock fell from its April 27 all-time high of 28 to 1280 Tuesday morning. So it's been kind of fueled by the Reddit, and that's kind of why I got into it, and they were talking $50, and like I said, I got into it kind of late, but I'm just going to continue to hold this one. It'll come back up, or I'll dollar cost average out of it, so we'll see. The rally swiftly ended, however, after MicroVision reported a first quarter of 2021 earnings miss, which caused the stock to plummet 21%. MicroVision reported 0.5 million, 1 million less than the same period in the last year, and the company reported a loss of 4 cents per share. So didn't do too great on earnings, but the option traders are betting some big cash here on MicroVision stock is going to head higher. Here's some options the people have placed. Tuesday shows a 200 options at the $12 strike price for May 21, and so very bullish bet. Trader paid $2.11 per option contract, so there's a lot of options here, so a lot of people are, so we'll see what happens here. And you can kind of, I'll just kind of lightly scroll through these. If you'd like to read them, go ahead and pause the video, but there's quite a few options in here, pretty much every couple of minutes or so, and then some. Quite a number of options. If you have options on this one, or just place them, put that in the comments. That would be interesting to know, along with your cost basis on your shares of MicroVision. Here on MSN Money, currently showing it as a hold, and that's what I consider it as myself, as I'm continuing to hold this one. Why MicroVision stock is on a roller coaster right now. This is just dated on the 5th, 2 days ago, Cinco de Mayo. Profitable roller coaster this year. It's up over 1,000% since this time last year, and 180% 82% in 2021 alone, so it's still had a great run. It's also seen 3 plunges of over 40% since February. It's down 44% from the all-time high. And if you don't know what MicroVision is, it's developing a LIDAR, which is a light detection ranging technology for autonomous vehicles. So I'm holding this one, so I'm probably just going to hold it for the long term, and we'll see what happens with it. It's been kind of up and down stock anyway, but I think it's going to have another good run, so I'm just kind of waiting to pick the right opportunity to dollar cost back into it on this particular account. Like I said, I have more in a different account, but I'd like to lower the cost basis in this account, even though I'm trying to get away from Robinhood, but sometimes it's got cash sitting there that I can deploy in a hurry, so it's still kind of my go-to, even though I'm trying to get out of it eventually. But if you're looking for a different platform, I have several links in the description, whether it be Webull, Moomoo, or Doe. Those are all good platforms, all a little bit more techy than Robinhood. Got a lot more to offer than Robinhood, but they're all still good platforms. It has one customer that uses a technology developed a year ago and pays a royalty, but that produces about less than $500,000 a year in revenue. So they're still working on revenue, and so we'll see if they can get that up here. It's autonomy, so I would assume it would be going up here instead of going down. So the painful tumble in MicroVision stock is a solid buy opportunity, and that's kind of how I look at it. But I kind of have enough to fill my needs right now until I see what it's going to do. But if you're not in this one, again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice. You might want to look at this one and consider it, but watch it for a couple days or a day or two and see what it does. And again, I don't tell you when to buy or sell, so that's up to you. But a lot of people do look at it as a buy right now. So once they want to be known as an established tech company, it has a 25-year record as a publicly traded stock, and it's the pioneer of advanced laser scanning technology. That's all reality. Unfortunately, the other reality is that most investors know MicroVision stock as a Reddit-powered meme stock. So if we can get more into the advanced laser scanning technology stock side of it instead of the meme stock, or get it kind of 50-50, that might help the stock price as well. But we'll have to see. But sometimes Reddit can push it up, so maybe the best of both worlds. Penny stock nearly in 2020. It suddenly gained steam last November and rocketed to a $23.72 close in February. And feel free to pause and go over the rest here for yourself. This kind of goes over what happened last week. Kind of went over some of that information already. MicroVision ready for another advance, and like I already said, I think they're going to have another run up here, so we will see. Well-known company, March 2020, the correction. It set an all-time low of 18 cents at the time, so if you got in back then, you'd be doing pretty good. But from that low, it has exploded to as high as 31.14 recently, due to the technology possibly being utilized in the auto industry, among other sectors. MicroVision is an American company that develops laser scanning technology for projection, 3D sensing, and image capture. MicroVision's display technology uses a microelectrical mechanical system, or MEMS. So kind of cool technology, and like I said, it's LIDAR, it's an autonomy. So eventually it's got to go back up. I think it's going to have another run here. Maybe it just needs a couple weeks to cool off and see what it does. So So why the huge 17,700% rally? The LIDAR technology is being adapted for use in auto sector mapping and photography, which is projected to be a $2.9 billion industry by 2027. Recently, buyout rumors have also caused a stir, but let's take a look and see what the chart says about this company. So I'll pause here for a moment if you want to sit and study the chart, but they have talked about a buyout. I have heard talks of Ford possibly looking at them, and it's just hard to say who else might be looking at them, but with the stock price the way it is now, maybe people are just keeping it on the down low. It's hard to say right now, but I have heard terms of a buyout, so that could be another catalyst to the stock. And moving on here to Reddit, I became a MicroVision millionaire today. That's interesting. 10 days ago, MicroVision announces completion of its long-range sensor 9 days ago. So not too much other information here as of lately. Over here to StockTwits. See if we can find any juicy details. There's been quite a bit of comedy on here on some other stocks that I've looked at this week. Following now, short squeeze time. Decided to just take a fat dump on everyone's chest. That's about right. Did you sell? And that's what you don't do when you take out options. You don't miss the time to sell them. When you take out an option, that should be at the front of your first thing on your mind, at the front of your brain. So oh, 19 minutes, so the president's on, down goes the market. So I haven't checked the market to see how it's doing as a whole, but that's a good point. Bulls, please stop dipping. And nothing here on tip ranks, but that's all that I have on MicroVision. Like I said, if you have any MicroVision, go ahead and leave that in the comments along with your cost basis. That would be interesting to know. And if you have any other favorite LIDAR companies, that would be interesting to know as well. And if you have any info in regards to the buyout, and if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop, and subscribe if you haven't. And I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers here. We're just about there. Last I looked, I think it was at 850 or 860, and so a little bit of room to grow here, and just trying to take the channel to the next level. So I thank you for all the support on the channel. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.